Alright, morning guys. Today we are doing MAAP's Equinox ride and they've asked us to lead the rides. So I'm going to be leading one of the groups today. We're going to be riding for 100k up to Mount White and back, maybe a bit over 100k. And we're going to have a decent sized group. We've got an enormous turnout. But today I'm going to lead group 3 with Nicole. Yep, group 3 over here.
The Oxford Dictionary definition of equinox is the time or day twice a year in which the sun crosses the celestial equator. And that's essentially a long way to say that day and night are the same amount of time. And what does that mean for us cyclists? Well, it means that we're no longer waking up in the dark, riding in the dark, and we get to enjoy some beautiful sunlight. The ride today is going to be over 100 kilometers, actually probably closer to 120 kilometers. We're going to go all the way north to Saddles, which is past Mount White. This is a very simple out and back course. There's not many turns, but along the way, we're going to have some nice climbs down Brooklyn and up Mount White, and then vice versa on the way back. The morning started off a little chilly at 10 degrees, but I knew it was going to warm up quickly since the sun was already out and the forecast said it was going to be about mid-20s. So I didn't want to dress too heavily. I've got some nice summer MAAP kit on, which I'm going to talk about later, and I've also brought along my gilet. But without further ado, let's ride north up Pacific Highway, and once we get past Hornsby, we'll go on to Old Pacific Highway, where the route will become much more nice.
And away we go. Going up to the beautiful Mount White, and we're going to go to one of the most beautiful cafes in the world, which is Saddles. And I'm not making that up. That's actually, it won some award for being one of the most beautiful restaurant cafes in the world, so we're in for a treat. This is also my first ride back on the bike after my crash, and I'll give you a little status update of the injuries. The main issue is the knee. I'm happy that today's a nice easy one. By the way, we're doing this ride. MAAP have put the ride on and they've come out with some new kit. I'm wearing one of their new bib shorts. It's got the pockets. So what do you call that? Cargo bibs. They're actually incredible. You can't even tell they're cargo bibs. Look at that. It's a very subtle pocket, very elasticy. They're pretty good. It's their Evo bibs and they've added a pocket on. So I'm enjoying them a lot. I don't usually wear light coloured bibs, so this is something new for me. Yeah, what do you guys think? Trying to catch up to these guys.
Families from Melbourne. Justin, the long hair guy? Yeah.
Let's go catch him.
Justin, the one with trying to close off.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, zone 2, what's happened here?
I'm going to assume that you don't want to hear me heavy breathing for about 10 minutes, but how could I not film this when look at how beautiful and spectacular this climb is. We're shaded by the trees on the right hand side of the road, and on the left hand side of the road we got this beautiful open rock faces, and it's scenery like this which almost makes me forget that my knee hurts a little bit. But that's not to worry, I did plenty of mobility exercises yesterday to make sure that I could attend the ride today. And considering that 1 week ago I'd fallen off my bike, I had stitches in my knee, I think I'm doing pretty well today. But the real thing that's keeping us going is the cafe stop, which is at the top of Mount White, so we don't have that much longer to go. Now, I'm not sure if this is the reason why this place is called Saddles, but if you go into the restaurant at the bar, all the seats are horse saddles. Surprisingly comfy and more comfy than a bike saddle. Luckily, they've made a really extensive outdoor cafe area where we can all put our bikes and have a coffee outside, so we don't need to bother the people inside the restaurant. The coffees were actually being paid for by MAAP, so everyone got to enjoy a really nice coffee out in the sun. And check out how beautiful these spring flowers are. Now, I was feeling a little bit peckish, so I got a sausage roll as well, and I shared it with a few of my friends.
So apparently this sausage roll is primo. So we've got one and we're going to share it. And it comes with a tomato relish.
Once we'd all finished our food and our drink, we took some group photos together, and look how cute our group is. All the ride leaders were wearing the matching Evo bibs, and here's the whole group of us. My cousin Michael brought his camera along and he took most of these photos, so shout out to him. And after a little bit more time of just enjoying the sun and loitering around, it was time to go home.
Hi vlog!
Such a good day though, eh?
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Hugo's towed us all the way here, 55k on the front.
Happily.
Alright guys, remember how before I said these bib shorts are really good for carrying things? One of the things I've been carrying around with me on a lot of my rides recently is this Plus pump. This is an electronic bike pump, and I think it must have magical properties because I've been carrying it around with me for a month. I've been going on big group rides with about 20 people in each ride, and we haven't gotten one single flat tire. So there must be something special about this, but because I haven't had a chance to use it out on the road, I'm gonna do it right now and show you guys how it works. So there you have it, the Plus AS2 Pro pump. Works pretty well, and I reckon it might be easier than using CO2. Sometimes you screw the CO2 and it just goes everywhere. One thing to watch out for though, this thing gets hot. It's quite warm right now, and the valve is really hot. So what I reckon is after you use it, just give it maybe a minute or two to cool down. All right guys, let's get on with the video.
So my plan this ride was to take it super easy. I just wanted to sit at the back of the peloton, not take a single turn, and just rest my legs. However, on the return journey home, a few people had to peel off early and I was left with a smaller group, and I ended up having to ride on the front all the way home, all 60 kilometers. I was completely fried by the time we got back. With that being said, I was more than happy to. We had an amazing, fantastic group, and it was an awesome day as well. We made our way back down the North Shore to the Sydney Harbour Bridge where we had started the ride, and I finished the ride on exactly 120 kilometers. How good. It's safe to say that when we got to the finish, I was starving. I don't think I've been this hungry for a long time. You know that feeling when you've just done a big morning of work and you just want to get as much food in you as possible? That was how I was feeling. So what better way to remedy that than by going and getting some machi machi and some McDonald's.
Alright guys, I'm toasty, very toasty. Time to get machi machi. We don't do things in halves. Look at this. Ta-da! Oh nice, nice.
That is going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you once again, MAAP and Keish, for organising this ride and shouting the coffees. I'm going to slurp up the rest of this machi machi, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.